relationships. Tap in live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I chat with some of the dopest artists, celebrities, influencers, entrepreneurs, and more. Make sure to catch us live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Roku. See you soon. I gotta always remind myself to get serious. Okay. Let me get my serious journalist hat on. Even though we was just cracking up. Listen, because we here for a good time, not a long time, okay? So okay, welcome to Rocky's Reality tonight. Thank you, Joe. I miss you, Joe. Appreciate you. Y'all, Joe be getting me together. And as my guests and the past guests who are mompreneurs will understand, you need a team. You cannot get nothing done. You cannot be excellent without an excellent team. So, Joe, and you all here at Detroit is Different, Kyrie Frazier, I just want to take a moment to thank you for being a part of my team. Appreciate you much. So this is May, which is also Mental Health Awareness Month. But I like to salute moms because moms, we are the backbone of so much, including mental health. And those of us who are mothers know we all need us a good therapist ourselves, right? Okay, so anywho, continuing with mompreneurs, tonight I have two astounding women who are moms. You know what? They do so much stuff. You have to remember they moms sometimes because they doing so much, but they are moms. Just know we are dedicated to our babies. So our first guest tonight, who is a skincare industry leader, beauty leader, founder, CEO. She is Jessie Hayes, has made a name for herself in the beauty industry. She had the first facial hair and skincare clinic. Excuse me, first facial, not facial hair, y'all. We need to get rid of that. But the first facial bar and skincare and acne clinic in Detroit, Skinforia, which has now evolved into the Hayes Institute. She still has that, y'all. But we're going to talk about the evolution, right? Yes, claps for that. So I told her I wasn't going to read the formal bio, but here are just some highlights. Goldman Sachs alumna, also co-founder of the Wealth Invest Her network. Okay, some top tier ladies. Shout out to Dr. Danielle Cato. Shout out to Rodnisha Ross. Portia is it Portia or Portia? Portia. Is it
Portia Powell.
Powell. All right, so shout out to you ladies. So we'll talk about that. But welcome to the show, Jessie.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. And we were just cracking up, y'all, because we sitting here, we are women of a certain age. And just all the shenanigans, how we feel great, right? We feel confident and sexy. However, as Jessie said, it don't match sometimes because I'm at the point where I'm holding my phone away.
Right.
Me zooming in, zooming out. We at that age.
Yep. Knees coming out of place and chips and
you know what? You called it out, didn't she? She called it out because my knee be catching. This right one especially, baby. This bad one. Honey, these ain't Megan Thee Stallion knees. These is Tootsie Roll and butterfly knees.
Yeah, it is.
That's why.
Tootsie Roll, definitely.
Yeah. So, Lord God. So, anywho, I just want to give you your flowers, Jessie.
Thank you.
As someone who's known you for a while, like we go back years and years. Our families know each other.
Church,
so listen, church family, church family, United Methodist, Methodist. Okay. So I just want to give you kudos. You've always been a pleasant young lady, and just shout out to your husband, Leonard. He's like a brother, cousin, or whatever. So God is good. And I just love to see the people I know elevating and just from then to now. And we'll get into, I told her I was reviewing the article I wrote back in October of 2016.
Wow.
When Skinforia first opened.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute. I had to do another one of them hold away moments. I said, is this 2016? Okay. So talk about the evolution. I remember then you say, even as a kid, you had an affinity for skincare. So was you that kid who was like obsessive teenager?
I was more obsessive about business. So I always wanted to own my own business because my parents owned a business, my uncles, my grandparents, everybody were business owners. So I knew I wanted to own a business, loved the spa. So I was always a spa girl. Any birthday parties, gatherings, Jessie's at the spa with her girls and trying to create some type of experience with the girls at the spa. And I said, no, I want to, if I love going to the spa and I want a business, why not own a spa? And I loved going to Motor City Casino Spa, and I loved MGM. So I thought on a bigger scale like that. Like, can I do an all inclusive spa where you're doing the massages, the facials, the waxing? So I said, let me go to beauty school. So I went to aesthetic school so I can learn a little bit about skin so I can help my staff. And went there and I fell in love with skin. And I said, oh, I don't want to do all of that. I don't have to have a big spa. Let me just focus on skin. So
We
that's
don't
what
need to get into the
I don't gotta
massages
do
and
all
all of
that.
that. Right.
Mhm.
Just okay.
Yep.
Yes.
So I fell in love with skin when I went into beauty school.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you were around how old then?
Oh gosh, that was maybe 15 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
already a grown.
I was
Okay.
already grown. I just knew I wanted to own a business, but I never knew it was gonna be skin. Yeah.
And then
So,
going to the spas inspired that.
yeah.
So who are some people who inspired you on your journey? Who are some of your muses? Who have mentored you?
Honestly, um, it's not really a lot of people in the skincare industry. I would say it's gonna sound weird. It's been the group chat.
Okay.
I'm in a group.
Okay.
I'm in some group chats with some powerful women, CEOs,
Okay.
people that go through so much behind the scenes, go through hell and back, but they wake up every day and keep going. They're dealing with their husbands, their children, the business, running corporations, and they keep me going. When I say,
Right.
wait a minute, I'm
And
dealing with this, they dealing with that,
like-minded. Yeah.
like-minded. So I would
No
say
matter, even though you have your respective businesses.
exactly. So
Right.
I'm mentored more, and that pushes me more with the people that I'm surrounded by. Yeah, and I feel like it changes as I move up and my business starts to elevate.
Mhm.
I'm still friends with everyone, but I see that the groups and the conversations and things like that change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that because you have to get. I noticed in my journey, I've had to seek out uh, entrepreneurs who turned into friends.
Yeah.
You see, did you get what I'm saying?
Definitely. Definitely.
Um, because of course your friends who you've had since day one, you love them, but you also know everybody can't go on the journey. And they can't also understand certain things that happen when you're dealing with overhead and other
Yep.
business speak that an entrepreneur understands, right?
Conversations are different. So
Yeah.
it's like, wait a minute. And
You need a different level of
you
nurturing.
do. You do.
Hmm.
And I've noticed it's more about business people or people that's running something and have a staff or leaders. Um, Not a lot in the skincare industry. Like on my social media, I follow a lot of people in the skincare industry, but I don't. Like they're all blocked from my timeline. So I don't see what they're going on because it helps me keep my vision and help me
Mm.
stay in the lane. So
Okay.
when I'm going through some
So
stuff,
block. Did you purposely
no, I
block
don't
them?
block them. So they
The
follow
algorithm?
me. Yeah. It's just to where I don't want to see what you're doing.
Okay, I got
I
you.
don't wanna,
Yeah.
because when I'm like not hitting my numbers and I'm like, "Ooh, should I go ahead and do this service?
Girl.
Should I do oh, I'm not doing this right." Jessie has a vision, and if I start seeing what everybody else is doing, I'm all over the place. So I'm
Yep.
still friends. We still message and DM, but I don't see what
Yeah.
anybody in the skincare industry, unless they're a close friend, I don't see what they're going through
Yeah.
or what they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I love that because that's that racehorse
It
mentality.
is.
That's that racehorse
Ooh, it was
mentality
bad for
of
me.
Jimmy Iovine. And remember, I think this is what we talked about. Were you on the show when we not no, what's that was
Mm-mm.
no, this reminds me of the imposter syndrome show I had. And we
Oh,
talked about that, how you have to stay in your own
you
lane.
have
And
to.
again, I've told this story before, Jimmy Iovine of
Mm.
Interscope Records.
Mm.
How he or not was it Interscope? Jimmy Iovine of Interscope. Joe knows I told this story about how he talks about you have to be like a racehorse with blinders
You have to.
on. And not that you don't be aware of others around you, but and that's what I was telling my husband, like, I don't be thinking about what other people doing.
No, not
Like,
at all.
and
You don't have time.
really,
Yeah.
I'm a selfish person in that way at times
Okay.
where but I'm like, but that also works for me because I'm paying attention to how I can get better than what I was been doing.
That's it.
That's always my thinking, like,
That's
oh,
it.
why can I do better
Yep.
the next time? How can I twist that? How can I, uh,
Yeah.
revamp that?
Your vision to be clouded. It's
Mhm.
like, no, God gave you a certain vision with the way you run and do everything. Once you start to see what everybody else is doing, your mind is all over the place. So nope, I stay right here. So yeah, my group chat. I have
Mhm.
different business coaches along the way. I feel like, I kind of outgrown most of the ones I've been working with. So soon it'll be time to find somebody else. But yeah, yeah.
So how do you decide in this industry who to partner with? Because you have been a pioneer because skincare is not like this common thing. I mean, it
Yeah,
is, but the way you specialize in it on
yeah,
educating your clients, that's the piece that was different with Skinforia. Giving affordable
that's it.
facials and the way you are marketed them as well. But also I noticed how you moved in a way, like you said again, that wasn't like others. So how, and also being a
Mhm.
a
It's
black
huge. Yeah,
woman
uh-huh.
in the skincare industry.
Right, right.
So talk about that.
Yeah. So about the partnerships
Or
and
oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
yeah.
right.
Okay.
That
I was
first
like, "Ooh,
question.
that's a ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
ooh, ooh, ooh."
I'm getting so
Yeah,
excited.
yeah, me too.
But no, first talk about how a black woman, and let's combine this. As a black woman, you have uh what you've learned about partnering with others in this industry.
Oh gosh. For me, when I'm partnering with people, one, I don't always have to partner. I say, wait a minute. If it's a business that you're doing, can I hire somebody to do it?
Mhm.
Is this something where I can hire somebody and not have to have a partner? If I am looking for a partner, we're like-minded, but we're great at two different things. So
Okay, yeah.
everybody that works with me, even with Wealth Investor Network, anything like I'm a visionary. I'm like, ooh, ooh, yes, ooh, ooh, I get the visions, but I'm not organized. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mhm.
gotta have people that is organized and right on it with everything. But then it's like, okay, do you partner with somebody like that? And sometimes you might partner where it's just an investor. I've had silent investors, and I'm a silent investor in some things. So it's like, okay, maybe I need some money.
Right.
Who got
Yeah,
fifty
and
thousand or 100,000, and I bring you
yeah.
the numbers. You're quiet. You don't have voting rights. Like so, I have
Okay.
different things with different businesses, and it just depends on what the need is.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, elaborate on that type of conversation. How do you approach someone and say, do you promise to output a certain amount or data in a certain amount of time in order for them to invest a certain amount of
It's
money?
definitely data. I did this early on with Skinforia where we were about to go out of business. I ran out of everything, sold every piece of jewelry. I mean, there was nothing left.
Mm.
I think my husband, we sold his Rolex, and the
God.
last thing I had was my wedding rings. And my husband's like, that's enough
Right.
because we couldn't make payroll and we're about to lose the
See,
bill. We're about to
this
lose
what they don't
everything.
tell you.
Oh
This what
no.
they don't tell you on them commercials.
Oh, so
They
and
don't
this was
tell you that.
2017. So
Uh-huh.
I'm typing stuff up. I'm going to family, friends. I just needed a look. I think I only needed 15,000. I didn't even need a lot. I'm like, I just need to make payroll and save the building. Um, right now, all your numbers, your projections, but people were coming to me. So my investor, he like, I see you every day posting. I
Okay.
see what you do. My wife just came here. I want to invest in you.
Oh Lord, look at
I
God.
want to invest in
Listen.
you. So I wrote out the numbers, the projections, and I said, no matter what I make, you make, your percentage. And we have quarterly meetings. So he's in those meetings. He's more of a hands off, whatever you need. I see you working every day. I believe in you and your vision.
I
So it
love
just
it. Being
depends. Oh
consistent
yeah,
too.
yep, being
Have that
consistent.
diligence. I
People
love that.
invest in people, not the
Mm.
business. So it's like he
Mm.
don't care about skincare, and he like, oh, she gonna make some money. She not gonna quit. She done been through hell and back. I invest in her.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
So
love
so
it.
it's different. It depends on who, what business, and what you need. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking and invest in her, let's talk a little bit about, and then I do want to show I want to end with the Hayes Institute since that's the
Yeah.
latest.
That's my
Let's
baby.
talking about an investor investing. Let's transition to talking about Wealth Invest Her
Yeah. Wealth
Network.
Investor Network.
And y'all giving away scholarships and grants and all. Listen, and
Yeah.
that jumpsuit was all the things.
Oh, I
Okay,
felt so
that
good
did, yes,
tonight.
you
Yeah, you
did.
couldn't
You look
tell me.
good. I had to hop in. I had to text her like, listen,
Yeah, you
looking
couldn't tell
good
me
there,
nothing.
lady. Looking
You couldn't
good.
tell me nothing that
But I
day.
just love how you all
Thank you.
have created this network
Yeah.
of women.
It
Are they
was
part of the group chat?
no, the founders are
Okay.
not everybody. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're
And the
more of like
founders
the
are you.
me,
Okay.
Portia Powell, and Dr. Danielle.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
There were other founders as well, but we're the main owners now of the
Okay.
business.
And that's Invest Her, HER.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. It started off as a group chat. We were all 40 under 40 winners years ago with Cranes. Oh no, we were Michigan Chronicle that year. And it was a group chat of what we were gonna wear to the event. And we're chatting and we're talking and everything. When we're chatting, we're like, oh, we're dealing with the same business issues, same issues with our husbands, our
Mm.
kids. And you realize as you're building your business, you can't be truthful and show everything online.
Mm.
And that was our safe space. That group
Yeah.
chat was a safe space. So then it started to turn into investments. Like, okay, who got 20,000 for this? We're gonna build a selfie museum. Who got 50,000 to go in on this bar? And this was the first time I've been in a group chat or just around Black women where I'm like, oh, y'all all got money.
Mhm.
You got 50,000. You didn't have to
Right.
go ask your husband to use this.
Right.
I've never been, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I just
Right.
kept saying, ooh, let me save my money. I'm gonna be ready for the next investment. I've
Right.
never been around that. So investments and then just the assistance with mental health. When we're going through it,
Speaking of mental health month,
when we're
yeah.
going through it, and we all been
Mhm.
through hell
Yeah.
where people can't see, we lift each other up. So we decided to start the business to support others.
Mm.
And that's where we started the business. So the Wealth Investor Network, that's our mission, is to help women, whether they are building a business, so the entrepreneurs, people that's moving up in corporate America and they need help moving up or mentorship.
So they don't need
Classes.
do they need 50,000? What's the criteria? Like, do
No,
they
they don't
have to
need.
be in that bracket or a
No,
certain income
no, no.
revenue bracket?
There's no income
Okay.
bracket. No,
Okay.
no income bracket.
Okay.
Um, uh, Sometimes it's just mentorship, master classes. So you
Yeah.
pay.
Y'all have a retreat coming
We
up.
have a retreat. This is our
Coming
fifth
in
annual
Montego
retreat
Bay, baby.
In Jamaica.
That's gonna be a nice one.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
might see if I can squeeze
yeah. I
that in
love
because I
that.
was like, oh my
Okay.
gosh,
So we do
in
our master
July.
classes. We do our
Uh-huh.
classes and everything. So no, it's a monthly an annual membership of $500.
Mhm.
And no, you're part of the private group chats, the master class. They're in all the master class now about branding and branding themselves. So Portia Powell is leading that right now with a few others, but they're trying to elevate each other up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
I
And that's
love
what
it.
women do.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what women do. Women do. Okay, so I want to get into the Hayes Institute. I like that. I
Yay,
love the whole
baby.
different world.
Me
Listen,
too. I was so
come on,
excited with how that
give
came
them
out.
some of them babies. Do they even know different world? You probably had to hit
They
them because they was. I'm saying
That
these
was their
babies.
idea. That was their
Really,
idea.
I
Yeah, I was
love it.
surprised.
I said
I was
somebody done
surprised.
raised them right, Jesus, because some of them weren't even born when
Yeah, yeah. I was
I said
surprised.
so. I love that.
That was
Okay,
their idea.
so I think that this is the promo. This is another. Is
It's
this the
another
different?
one.
Yeah,
No,
this
this
is
is
a
not
different
different
one.
world.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
is still more of a informational. That
Yeah.
let's get into um the Hayes Institute, the promo for that, and then we'll come back and talk about how that came
Okay.
about.
Yeah. Ingredients and or treatments do we work on or use when we're trying to work with this step? These are our acne clients. Salicylic. Oh, y'all feeling it. If she's dealing with combination, which breakout are we working on first? Inflamed. So we're going to work on the red, pustule, angry breakouts, right? Welcome to the Hayes Institute.
I
That's my
love
baby right
it.
there.
Yes, love that logo and
Yes, I
everything.
love it.
I love it. So you still have Skinforia.
So I have Skinforia, but it's no longer called Skinforia. So we
Okay.
transitioned everything. So it's just the Hayes Institute.
Okay, so it's
But we're at the
okay.
same place.
It's still offering the facials,
Facials,
okay,
yep,
the happy hour
happy
specials.
hour.
Okay,
We got
okay.
the bar facials, the private room facials, chemical peels. So we still offer that. The only difference now is, well, we've always been a school. It's the same thing I was doing with Skinforia University, where I was bringing in apprentice, training them up so that they can get licensed. And then when they were really great, I hire them. This is it. Now that's my main focus, is bringing people in the industry, training them, letting them get licensed, and then assisting them with starting their own business or working with the Hayes Institute.
I love it.
So
So
we
what
have
if
our estheticians and we have our students.
okay. Okay, so estheticians who's already been through school, and
Yes,
then
their
I love
license
that.
are
Train
same
them up,
people.
baby.
Yeah.
Because I know you've encountered some who probably was just used to doing stuff in their kitchens or bathrooms, and you like, no,
So
you need some formal training.
yeah, so I dealt with that in 2016 when I first started hiring people. I hired wrong. I'm like, I gotta have people.
I love how
been.
you've been
Oh
transparent
yeah.
about that though at time, and I think that's what has drawn people to you.
Yeah. Okay.
At times
Good.
when you've had
Good.
those as a publicist from my PR standpoint, I get what you're saying
Yeah.
about
Thank you.
keep certain stuff on social media, but I admire how you reveal those struggles
Yeah.
and you just call it out like you just did. I hired wrong.
Yeah.
I did that. It
I
was
did.
another
Oh
video I believe a couple years back where you were talking about some of those transitions
yeah.
as well. But yeah, so yeah, talk about that.
I was hiring. I said, you got to be in the industry. I want people that has 10 years experience. So you bring all these people in and they want to do it the way they want to do it. They're not ready to learn and do something different. And I'm like, if you were that great, all your clients would have followed you.
Mm.
When you're really great at something, if it's hair, you gonna follow your hairstylist,
You right.
right? You gonna follow
Yes.
your nail artist. Like, no. So I'm like, you're
Yes,
not that
exactly.
great. So you got
Uh-huh.
to take some. We got to learn and stay on a different and work on being on a different page. So now I've since gosh for the past 8 years, I hire students. I hire people right out of school now with the Hayes Institute.
Mm.
If you just have that grit, you have that
Yeah.
passion,
'Cause you
and
haven't got I find that they haven't got comfortable. They're still hungry.
they still
'Cause when you've been in it for
hungry,
a while, you
comfortable.
get you don't hone you're not honing your skills. And those who are fresh out of school, they might not have the experience, but they have that determination to get
That's
the
it.
experience.
And
So
you don't
yeah.
need experience to work with me. I teach you the facials, all
Mhm.
of that. It's about the mindset. So it's like, okay, wait a minute. Will you fit in this culture? How are you relating to the clients and all of that? Certain things that I can't teach, but yeah, I hire
Mhm.
students and people that's trying to come right up.
I love that. So,
Yeah.
what is a common misconception about skincare?
Mm, we have a lot. I would say the main one, less is more. People want like the strong chemical peel. So we get people that come in
Mm.
like, I got dark spots. I have fine lines and wrinkles. It's really dark spots and acne. They want strong chemical peel, strong treatments, and we have to talk them out of it. Less
Mhm.
is more. We don't put enough emphasis on hydration and hydrating the skin. So when I hydrate the skin, I use toners, serums, hyaluronic acid. I'm creating healthy skin cells. So now my skin starts to shed more and I got a glow. I have a glow. My skin is healthy and it sheds quicker. So now my dark spots are lighter. Now I'm not getting acne as much. Now you can't see all the fine lines. So it's not about always peeling the top layers. It's about hydrating the bottom layers as they come up to the top. So
Mm.
everybody that come in, they're like, I want a chemical peel. I want this. I'm like, calm down.
Right,
That's
right,
not always the best. And if we do something too strong, we can get a burn mark because we
right.
produce that melanin. So it's like, no, let's slow down. The hydrating treatments and these enzyme treatments they'll work way better for your skin. So less is more.
Right, just
Yeah,
educating people about that because I know
educate them
somebody probably try to come in and tell you how to, "Oh, this is what I do for my skin. I've
on a
been putting this
daily,
on it." Yeah.
on a daily basis. On a
I
daily.
love it,
So yeah, we
I
know
love
how to
it,
work with that.
I
Yeah.
love it. So for you, what are some tips you would have? What are 3 tips you have for mompreneurs? Because you have a baby who just finished at Michigan State, and I'm saying baby because although they are hybrid adults, they will always
Yeah.
be our baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you 3 tips for
Yeah, because
mompreneurs?
I got my three girls and Gabrielle, she finished her first year at Michigan State. She was what 5 or so when I started Skinforia. So I didn't include them that much in the beginning. And so Gabrielle got it the worst because mommy was never around. I was at the business 7 days a week. I was constantly working at Skinforia, whether it's answering phones, doing facials, taking out the trash, any of that. Now I have them all involved. They all work at Skinforia. My second child, she's an aspiring photographer. So
Yes.
I pull her out of school a lot where it's like, okay, I'm about to go meet the mayor. We got the governor coming
Right,
in.
I love
Bring
it.
your camera.
I
I'll pay
love it.
you, or look at these other photographers, look at these other videographers, what they do, how they scope the room. They do my products, they do the bottles. So yeah, they help with the logo and the colors. So I keep them involved where it's like it's a family thing. So I would say that keeping the children involved, creating a schedule around the life you want.
Mm,
Skinforia, I didn't do that. I was on hustle mode. Now it is with the Hayes Institute. It is I want to be home by 3:30.
okay.
So class is over.
Yeah.
If a class is from this time to this time, so
Yep.
I can be home with my kids. I can watch Netflix with my husband, and stuff that I've never done. I didn't
Mhm.
get the chance to do that. And gosh, being able to, gosh, what else is another one? Um, I don't know. You said three, keeping them involved.
Or you can just give a tip on um a esthetician.
Ooh, for
If they
esthetician.
if they're trying
Okay,
to get into a skincare industry.
specialize in something. So when we're estheticians, we're licensed to do makeup, lashes, facials, waxing. So we get people that come in and want to do everything. And it's like, no, you don't want to be a jack of all trades. Now I can do everything. Jessie is certified and licensed to do lashes, waxing. But when I specialize in acne and pigmentation, I blew up.
Mm,
Fully booked, I can name my price, right? Instead of, okay, now she's just another person that does all these things. So specialize in something. Doesn't mean you can't do it all. So I say specialize. I would say attract. You don't want to chase. Before I was chasing every deal as an entrepreneur. Just give me a
mm.
chance.
Yeah.
Please. So I'm
Yeah.
signing deals. I'm doing anything. Just, oh,
Mhm.
let me in this building. Oh, give me this loan. So whatever,
Mhm.
just to be happy so I can get something. No, I don't do that anymore. It's like,
Mhm.
no, if it comes to me, I do the work that I do it great. And if it comes to me and it
Right.
feels good, I do it. So I'm getting more deals now and better deals. So
Well,
yeah, I
attracting the
was
line. Attracting the line.
exactly
I
stop
love that.
chasing and doing
Yeah.
stuff just to do it.
I love that. So I want to refer back to my article right quick, where
Okay.
you stated how you got out of beauty school and you were at the casino spas, and you said I wanted to work for other people, make my mistakes there,
Yeah.
so that can learn from that. And so I asked you. You mentioned earlier that you wanted to make mistakes while working for someone else. What lessons have you learned? And you responded, customer service is first and foremost. You can have the best products, but you must treat your clients like VIPs. If you have the best customer service, people will come back to you. So how has that changed or how has that stayed the same, your perspective? And this is from October of 2016 to
Right.
now.
It's the same. And it's crazy because it sounds so simple. It sounds so simple, but people don't got it. They don't. Even with my staff, that's a daily thing. That's a weekly thing. It's like, no, we answer the phone on the second ring. When you answer the phone, smile because now you sound nicer. Like I was
Uh,
down south,
yeah.
and I would go to get McDonald's or whatever, and people are like, "Okay, have a blessed day." And I'm like, "What? What you say to me? What you say?
We all like, right. Chick-fil-A threw,
Chick-fil-A.
it's my pleasure threw me off. Okay.
Well,
I'm like, oh, your
and
pleasure. Okay.
I'm like, "Oh, I'm down south, the
Yes,
hospitality. I'm
yes,
not used to this
yes.
great
See?
customer
See?
service.
Yeah. Without
We don't do
any
we don't do
attitude.
yeah."
Right. Child.
So I talk to the staff all the time. It's like when you offer great customer service, it's like that when you make a mistake or something happens, that beats everything. That trumps everything. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So you don't even have to give the facials the best. I can educate you and have great customer service, and people are like, "Yep,
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
dedicated to them."
Yes.
So that's number one.
Yes.
Education and customer service, those are the main thing.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed with that.
Yeah, yeah. Because even if you had the best products, I don't care if you have the best products if your attitude is shitty.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
All right, I appreciate you,
Yeah. Thanks for
Jessie.
having
I
me. I
appreciate you.
appreciate
Okay, I
you.
wanna end with 5 favorites as we wrap it up. And y'all, here's the tripped out thing. Next, we have Chantelle Mosley Johnson, who is a hair growth guru. And Jessie was just saying how she needed some,
I need some
help
help
with
with
her
these
hair.
edges. Lord.
So maybe they can connect me too, child.
Yeah,
I need to
yeah,
go for a consultation as
yeah.
well. But so she's coming up. So and I'm like, two mompreneurs, one does hair, one does skin on the same day. Y'all, I promise this was not on purpose or
Yeah.
intentional, but I guess that's just God had my mind working. How things just work out. That just let you know how stuff just works
Yeah,
out. I
it
do believe
does.
in, like you say, you attract and you align. And so I always pray that God guides me as I'm vetting guests and
Definitely.
reaching out to people. So, but 5 favorites. Okay. Um, favorite travel destination.
Favorite travel destination? Probably Turkey or Italy. Those would be my top
Ooh.
two.
Oh,
Yeah.
Turkey.
I would have never wanted to go to Turkey, but I did that for my 40th trip. When I
Wow.
did the 40-day trip around the world, it was
Yes,
Turkey almost trumped Italy.
oh my
So yeah, I
gosh.
loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So favorite food.
Favorite food? I eat the same thing. I'm boring. I'm boring. Maybe some type of pasta or salad. I'm boring with food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheese. I love charcuterie boards and things like
Okay.
that. So if you take me
Yes.
somewhere and I can do
Yes.
that, a nice charcuterie board, I'm so happy. I'm like, oh, oh, cheese.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I love the olives on there too, and the
Yes. Yep.
crackers,
Yep.
the
The
different like
jam.
multi-grape. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I loves a good
Honey.
jam.
Yep.
Oh, you got me thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I know.
greedy. I'm
I'm
gonna have
greedy
to
too.
order me some after this, Lord.
Trying to get my
Okay.
life together.
Favorite music artist.
Favorite music artist. Um, gosh, I don't know. I listen to the same stuff over and over. I would say my main thing is jazz. I love to listen to jazz, or my gospel. Yeah, I don't have a favorite artist. I couldn't tell you. I
Okay,
don't
but
know.
jazz or gospel.
Jazz or gospel. It's
Okay.
over. Yeah, it's on rotation. Yeah.
Okay.
I-
Out of what is your favorite skincare product?
Skincare product, vitamin C. Vitamin C
Hmm.
with Lemieux. It's a company called Lemieux. We
Like an
sell it.
oil?
It's
Okay.
a serum.
Okay. Hmm.
Vitamin C. It gives me that glow. My
Okay.
skin is popping. I just need my lashes on and my lip gloss.
Okay.
It has
Right.
anti-aging. I gotta have my serums. Anything mostly with serums because the molecules are smaller, you're gonna see more of a difference with your skin. But
That's
vitamin C,
available at the Hayes
the
Institute?
Hayes Institute,
Yeah, I
yes,
might have to
ma'am,
come get some of that. Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. And out of all the accolades, you've had Cranes, Michigan 40 under 40. You've been in Forbes. No, Forbes or
No,
Black
no,
Enterprise. Not
Black
yet.
Enterprise, not
Not
yet,
yet. Yeah,
not
not
yet.
yet.
Thank
Yeah.
you. See how you
Listen,
put in the
we putting
atmosphere?
it out there.
There you
Listen.
go. Thank you, Lord. All right.
But Black Enterprise, all of these different accolades, what has been a moment that stands out for you?
A moment that stands out. I'll be honest with you. Uh, the Hayes Institute and seeing the logo.
Yeah.
And it's been over 10 years. We're here at our 10th year. My name is on it. So when you see
Yes.
that, it is legacy. It is my grandfather. He's Jesse Hayes.
Yes.
My father, my aunts, my uncles, and my cousins with the group chat. So this Hayes Institute is more than just me. I got a whole family rallying around me. So that means more than anything.
I love it. I
Anything.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you, Jessie. I
Hey, thank
appreciate you. And
you.
this is not goodbye. This is see you later.
Right. That's
So where
right.
can they follow you?
Yep. So you can follow the Hayes Institute at the Hayes Institute Instagram and TikTok. And then for my personal Instagram, and you see me build the business and go along the way with everything is I am Jessie Hayes. So JESSIE. Jessie Hayes. Right
I
on
love it.
Instagram.
All right. Thank
All
you again.
right.
So
Thank
thank you everyone
y'all.
for watching. Make sure y'all get y'all skin together because it is important. You only get
Yes.
one. You only get one. So all right. Give us just a few minutes, you all. We're gonna switch over and just a few moments. As we transition, we gotta get stuff together we have our second guest who came, and I was glad she and Jessie could meet because Jessie was saying she's like, I need some help with my edges. I'm like, well, get her number, child, because I do too. I do too. I need to come for an analysis. But our second mompreneur, y'all, is Chantelle Johnson-Mosley. Straight up, but you from the East Side?
I am.
Yes, my fellow East Side. Right. But she is the founder of Bella Sky Beauty Salon, which is over there on the east side. She is a hair growth guru, y'all. She's not just a regular hairstylist. Okay. Understand. She's about making sure your hair is healthy for real. Not that it's just looking cute. She has all these type of techniques and everything that she actually utilizes. So we're definitely going to get into that. And of course, she is Lizzo's cousin. But y'all, we're not going to talk a whole lot about Lizzo. So we're gonna talk a little bit about her, but that ain't that. This is about Chantelle as a mompreneur. I love it. So I'm glad, and me too. I am definitely. I've been a fan. Okay, so welcome to the show, Chantelle Johnson-Mosley, and I'm a fan of you as well.
Thank you. I'm a fan as well. I've been looking at a lot of the things that you've been doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yo, babies, I'm sitting here looking at your face. Wait, can we get some claps for Chantelle? Joe, because listen, she's one of the people who making it happen. These babies, you such a good mama. Is your baby okay when because the little boy who messed with her? Listen, I was ready to come up there and beat that little boy ass.
Skylar is
so cute.
She is so
she 10?
Dramatic. She's 9.
9. But I don't care. Don't spit on
That's
me.
my girl. She
Shit.
She is so firm in her boundaries.
I'm with her. I'm with her. Y'all, so right quick, the other week, a little boy at her daughter's school, he put his hand on her. He like licked his finger and put it on her.
No. He licked her face.
Oh,
yes.
No.
Her face. Granted, Skylar's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is because she looks just like you. I'm with her.
Skylar is gorgeous. So I tell her all the time, it's gonna be boys that are gonna like you and they're gonna
Yes.
do weird, creepy stuff.
She looked like a little baby doll. Y'all look like little baby dolls.
Thank you. She had a fit. She was like, I'm gonna catch asthma.
Girl,
you're not gonna catch asthma.
I'm with her. Some cooties or something, though.
That's how she felt. She was so upset. Oh my God.
I'm with her because the aunties was ready.
Oh,
I was ready. I was ready, like, scooch up just a little bit, Chantelle. Okay. Thank you. I was like, yeah. So, but anyway, you are the mother of 4 beautiful children.
I am.
All right. What are their ages?
I have a 14-year-old. I have I know, right?
Let's play for each other.
May 5th. Shout out to Jaden. He turned 14 on May 5th. We're experiencing all of the woes of getting ready to go to high school. So there's that. And then I have a 11-year-old. He'll be 12. I have a 9-year-old. She'll be 10. And then I have Kobe, and he'll be 2 on June 20th.
Oh my gosh, y'all. He's such a little gummy bear.
Oh my goodness.
That baby right there.
That is my whole.
When he come on the screen, I just be like wanting to kiss him. Chantelle, he's so cute.
Oh my goodness, I love him so much.
He look like he's a good baby too.
Depends on who. He's great.
I don't see it, but I don't know. I know you post what you post, but I don't know if he be wilding or not. He just seems like he be
like to fight. He been beating me up lately.
He's so cute.
And he's so bossy. He is so bossy.
He should be. He's so cute.
Yeah, he the boss of the house for sure. Him and my daughter, they terrorize.
Listen, she gotta be the boss amongst 3 brothers. She gotta be.
She doesn't hesitate.
Listen, I'm not mad at Skylar. Okay. I love her. The little personalities, these kids. But so how has it been from you? Let's talk about your journey as a hair growth guru and how you got that name.
So I specialize in hair growth. I've always had a lot of hair. So when I first started doing hair, I was like braiding and doing I've been doing hair my whole life. So there's that. But when I was younger, I would do braids and I would do weaves and different things. But everybody would always be like, but I want my hair to grow, but I want my hair long. And it took for me to start just only doing my own hair for me to figure out how to do it. And once I figured it out, got my hair back together, because we all go through our whole, I just want my hair to be straight. I just want this. I just want that. And it
Mhm.
took me to mess my hair up. Well, let somebody else mess my hair up
Mhm.
and then fix it and then start over for me to just be like, okay, you know what? I know what I'm doing at this point because I had to start over for myself. So
Right.
then at that point, clients were more so requesting that for me.
Mm.
So at that like young age, I was still in high school. So by the time I graduated from high school, cosmetology school did everything that I needed to do. I started getting more into the science of hair because I already, when I was in cosmetology school, I knew how to do hair already. So they were like,
Right.
put people on me. I grew up in a salon. I've been doing roller sets. My grandfather was a cos instructor. I was doing roller sets at like 7 and
Your
8 years
grandfather was
old.
a what?
Cosmetology instructor.
Okay.
Yeah, my aunt too. So I
Okay.
grew up literally in the salon my whole life.
Okay.
So when we were learning about just those things, I would do that stuff and be done and just be sitting over kind of chilling. But I got into the science behind hair and I'm just like a huge nerd. So by the time I figured out like the different hair types, and in cosmetology school, nobody understands black hair.
Mm.
Nobody else understands
Mm.
black hair.
Say that. I'm
Like
glad you said it out loud.
like nobody, not black people, not white people, not Asian, nobody understands black hair. So when you look into the science behind it and you understand how, what type of, first of all, what phase this hair is in. Yes.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. So I'm sorry. Back that up. What do you mean?
So there's phases to the hair growth cycle. You might be in a different phase. You might be in the anagen phase. You might be in the telogen phase. The anagen phase is the active growth phase. So how everybody will be like, oh, my hair just isn't growing. Okay, that means that you might be in a telogen phase where your hair has stopped and it is actively shedding. But at some point, every piece of hair on your head is in a different phase.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
It's
shit. How
science.
many phases is it?
It's
Are there?
three.
It's 3. Okay.
Mhm. It's three. And then it
Okay.
starts over.
Oh shit. So they weren't teaching you this in cosmetology school.
So they teach you it, but they teach you it on a very general, they teach you about it, but they don't
Okay.
teach you how to actively know when this hair is in this phase, what's going on, what to expect, what
Mm.
you're gonna see. And with African American hair, because our hair, we do so many different things.
Child.
We don't
Listen, I just
like,
had a ponytail earlier this week. Now I got on a wig.
man,
Too
especially
much.
back then, back when I was in, when I was going to cosmetology school, people was wearing relaxers. People were growing out of their relaxers by that point.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about it, that hair was taken all the way up on the pH scale, all the way to a 14, probably not even brought back down properly to where it
Mm.
should be at a level 4 on the pH scale. So it's between the 12 and the 14, depending on what kind of relaxer it is, because it's different types. And then you're not bringing it all the way back to where it needs to be. That hair is actively going to be damaged. And then you're putting more
Mm.
relaxer on top of it. Then 9 times out of 10, they overlapping it. So by that time, it's not necessarily the chemical, it's more than likely the application and then the care after. So once I start getting into that and like understanding everything that was going on and why it was happening to our hair, because they teach you about it, but they don't teach you why it's happening to us. They don't teach
Mm.
you what's going on, why you have all of these things, and why you're more susceptible to these things. Because you pulling your hair, we manipulate our hair more. We do way more to our hair than what other people do. So
Mm.
it's
Child, if you ain't
it's
speaking the gospel. Ooh,
it's
child.
technical. It gets really deep. And if
I
you
love
don't
it.
know what you're doing and you don't understand what the consequences are to doing this regularly,
Yeah.
you'll unfortunately lose some hair in the process. And hopefully you just got to make sure that you don't lose it to the point where it won't come back. If those follicles begin shrinking, you got so many different things. The follicles can start shrinking all the way down to the point where they don't exist anymore. So all of those things play a part.
Oh, child. Okay, so I
Mhm.
saw what are some of the tips and tools that you use? Because I saw the on the channel 4 where you had some type of little thing you were scanning somebody's head and it looked like a graph or
Yeah.
something. It looked like an EKG of your hair or something. Like talk about some of these tips and tools. And because I love it how you get people together.
So
But you also and that's a piece that's really missing.
mhm.
People understanding about your hair and keeping it healthy? Because as Black women, we have to go through so much, and we just manipulating it because we like, look, I got a job interview, I got babies, I done had this and that, not realizing these things that we're going through too, like having a baby, how that takes away from your nutrients, or if you're on certain medications, all of that, how that affects us, and of course, more so as Black women. So,
Mhm.
what are some techniques you've used?
So I do a lot of scalp analysis. So when people come in, a lot of the time they'll come and they'll try to book an appointment. You cannot just book an appointment. We gotta start. We
Not
gotta
at
start.
Bella Sky Beauty, by
No,
the
you
way.
cannot just book
No,
an
so no
appointment.
walk-ins. Okay.
No, we gotta start from we. Well, you can walk in once you become a client. At
Okay.
that point, then call me and say, "Hey, can I get in today?" That's fine.
Okay.
But we need to start at square one. We need to figure out, okay, what's going on? What you trying to do? We need to be on the same page. I got to make
Yeah.
sure I'm the right hairstylist for you and you the right client for me. Because
Oh,
I do not take everybody's money at all. I will send you
baby.
away.
Because I'm sure with you being Lizzo's cousin, people be like, "Oh, I just want to come to you. Da, 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 I know you can do da, 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 da." And you be like, because that's we learn as mompreneurs, all money ain't good money. Jesus.
And
So
not just
okay.
that, I've been working in entertainment since I was 14. So
Okay.
I was doing Little Mo people. I was I've been working in entertainment a long time. So it's that part of it is like it definitely complicates things a little bit because
Mm,
those two paths sometimes cross and I don't always like for them to cross, but it's inevitable.
yeah.
But
You've been doing. So what are some of the tips and techniques? What was that machine you were
so
using?
I use a scalp analyzer.
It's a
It's a
machine
camera.
it's
So
called a scalp analyzer.
yes,
Okay,
so
because
it's
I'm
a
like,
camera. So it's a microscope and it actually zooms in where I can see the follicle. And I can
mm,
also see the shaft of the hair. So I can see if it's any splits in it. I can see if it's holes in it. So I could look at the porosity of the hair and how that hair is accepting moisture. I could see after I shampoo it if I shut it down properly. I could pretty much see everything. Now, anybody can get it, but you got to know what you're looking for. It's
mm,
not going to work if you don't know what you're looking
okay.
for. I mean, it's going to work.
You ain't gonna know what you're
You
looking
don't know
at.
what you're looking at.
So anyone,
Yep. So I can tell. So if someone's hair came out, they've been battling hair loss around the edges for 6 years. It might not necessarily mean that the follicle is dead. It might mean that it's shrinking and it's less hair growing out of it, but it might not necessarily be dead. And it might be things that they can do to at least get some of that hair back growing. Maybe
okay,
not all of it. Maybe some of those places the follicle has completely closed. And even then, there are if it looks completely closed, sometimes you can do derma rolling, sometimes you can do PRP and different things.
PRP.
PRP injections. So it's like
Okay.
drawing your own blood,
Hmm.
pulling the platelets from it, and inject it into different spots to make collagen.
Is that what you do? You do that?
Listen, I'm in the process. I'm actually in nursing school, so that way I could be able to do it.
Oh, okay. Let's go. So
Yes,
wait a minute.
'cause
Let's
I
talk
want a
about your
med spa.
products as well. So Bella Sky Beauty is your. So how did wait a minute? First of all, how did you get into doing the hair for celebrities?
So my aunt worked at the Marriott Renaissance
Ah.
downtown.
Okay.
So everybody would stay there. Kanye would stay
Right.
there. Pretty much anybody that's anybody would stay there at
Right.
that point. Now it's a little different. We got a
Right.
lot of boutique hotels, but
Right.
back then it would be there.
Yep.
And she was the concierge. So if you
Mm,
needed anything, you would come to her.
right.
And they would be like, oh, we have such and such here. Really need somebody that's gonna be able to touch this up or do this. And I was that person.
I
Oh,
love it. So you got used to that early.
yeah. Yeah. And
Okay.
then I did. I was doing like fashion week and stuff like that. And at the same time, my cousin was really trying to get her music out there. So she was doing stuff as well. And we would like kind of meet each other in the middle and be like, I'm gonna be at fashion week. You gonna be at
Yeah,
fashion week? I'm gonna
yeah.
be here. I'm
So
gonna be
did she actually she was born in Texas and grew
no,
up here?
no, she was born in
She
Detroit.
was born in
Yeah.
that's what I want to clear up. Okay.
My
So she
girl from
actually is
East English Village,
I
y'all.
love it. I see that's why she's so the kindred spirit. I love it. The east
Yes,
side,
my girl
I
lived
love it.
on Bishop.
Listen, off war.
Off war for sure.
Lord, okay.
You know,
Ooh, taking me back.
we don't walk
Mm,
to that park that hill so many
baby.
times.
So y'all would connect and do stuff.
Mhm.
And so talk about how you came to create and open Bella Sky Beauty Salon.
So when I was pregnant with my daughter, Skylar, I was working at a salon. I mean, I was working at a salon. They sold bundles, they did all of these things. But when I was pregnant, my grandmother got sick. She had cancer. A couple things happened. well, my great grandmother, she got sick. She had cancer. A couple things happened, and it pulled me away a little bit. So because it pulled me away, they were kind of like, "Well, we need you," and I was like, "But I need me." So I ended up like trying to figure out me and find me. And along the way, I just had this little girl, and Bella means beautiful and Sky
Mm,
is my daughter. So I just came up
mm,
with Bella Sky, and I didn't quite understand everything that was gonna go into it, all of the things that I would be able to do with
girl.
it. But I just knew that I wanted to do something with it. So
Yeah.
I started from there, and I moved out of the salon and I moved into a suite with my grandfather, and I started like doing my own thing at that point. It started with making products, trying to grow people hair. It was like all the things. I was selling wigs, bundles, and everything until I really just came to the understand. Like, and I still do a lot of those things, but I really grow hair. I really make
Mhm.
products. I really understand
Yeah, let's talk
science
about the
behind it.
products that you offer. There's a serum. You're relaunching some things.
Yeah, so I'm really focusing right now on my sea moss because
Sea moss.
yes,
Okay.
my sea moss and my growth oil because my sea moss it really goes in like I have psoriasis, me personally.
Mm.
So my scalp is really inflamed, really itchy.
Oh
It's
wow.
it is not very appealing to the eye at
Oh,
all. On top of the fact that it drives me crazy. But the sea moss,
you can't tell, baby. You put the sea moss on your scalp?
I do. I do. I put it on
Huh.
my hair too because it treats the hair really well. But it
Now
has
most times people be talking about eating it.
yeah,
I'm about
you can. It's really good for your health, but it's actually really good for your hair. A lot of the things that's good for your insides are good for your outsides.
okay, yeah.
So,
Okay.
but it has like just plenty of benefits. It has some aloe in it. It has some the actual sea moss plant, vitamin E, different things like that. That's gonna really just calm the inflammation. And then the
Hmm.
growth oil has like just so many different oils with so many different benefits that actually promote growth. So you massage both of those things into your hair, and those things actually make your hair just grow just a little bit faster than what it normally would because you are actually getting that circulation going. And
Mm.
people think you can't make your hair grow. You can make your hair grow fast
Mm.
because if that blood isn't circulating, that blood isn't flowing correctly, you're probably already behind. But if you are actually getting that follicle working and having that blood flow, where blood doesn't flow, nothing circulates.
Mm. So is that part of the education you do with your clients? It's like a
Oh
consultation?
yeah, we sit down and we talk about everything. I want to know where do you live? Have you traveled anywhere lately? What do you put on your hair? What's the shampoo? What's the conditioner? Can I see the bottle? Can you pull it up on the internet? Okay,
Mm.
well, what's your blood levels like?
Your blood levels.
What's
Well
your
shit.
vitamins? What's your blood levels? What's in your what's up?
My
You
vitamin
got
D,
you
my
got
my
you got
iron and
iron
stuff.
deficiency, you
Yeah.
got a vitamin D deficiency, all of those things play a part.
Mm.
I put you on everything from vitamins, the oils, the shampoo. Like I changed everything. It's all about changing your way of thinking. The things that you normally would do, you don't do anymore.
Mm. Mm. Okay, get us together, Chantelle. Get us together. I'm gonna have to set up my consultation. So the products, are they available on your website?
Yes, yes. So the products are available on my website. They're also available in the salon.
So what's the website?
www.bellaskybeauty.com.
LSkyBeauty.com. So let's watch a quick little clip. Actually it's the first one I wanted to watch where Chantelle be getting some shout outs, baby.
Oh man, what the
Listen,
oh
and
she
shout out to Angela Yee.
Oh, that's my girl, and
I love
Jasmine. I
her.
listen, Jasmine Brand. That's my girl. Okay, she is gonna make sure that Ange shout me out
I
every
love it.
time.
I
I
think
love
this is
them
the
both.
one where
It's her and Lizzo.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yep.
yeah,
Those my girls too.
yeah. Because I wanted
Listen,
to go to that that was cute when they read that message. Um, okay, let's play this right quick. This is a clip from Angela Yee's Way Up.
Way up message for you. And this is from somebody special to you. You want to hear it?
Oh my God. Is it Jesus?
It says, Yitty. First of all, Bish, the body is tea. I want you to always know how amazing you are, how sweet, loving, kind, and sassy in all the best ways. That's the Carmen energy through
Is that my
you.
cousin?
Don't finish. Sorry. The best parts of you, the world hasn't even discovered yet. They have only seen a glimpse. Your father would be beyond proud of not only you as an artist, but you as a person. So thankful to call you not only my favorite cousin, but one of my best friends. Love, Pooh, Chantelle.
Oh, that's cute that you knew before she finished.
Yeah,
awesome.
even before you said Carmen, I said, wait a minute. Because because you know what it was Hey Yitty.
Yeah.
And mind you, I thought the Yitty was like, oh, wait, is this like from someone at Yitty? But then when I realized that's what she called me, I said, oh, only my family call me Yitty. So yeah. Oh, that's so sweet.
And I was in Detroit. She actually cut my hair. The last person to cut my hair is your cousin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, we got hairstylist hands. It's just is in our blood. Okay. I would have been a hairstylist too if I could get my shit together.
Listen, you got your shit together. Cut it out. Now, what you're doing is, now still bad. Also, let's talk about these visuals.
Yeah.
Yes, the body is tea, by the way. And let me say, like, she been a fave of mine as a fellow curvy woman. And like I was telling someone, even when she was bigger, she was running shit. So, but that body is tea now, but it's still, I love the way the curves is curving. So how did y'all come up with Yitty? Can we get that? Can we get the tea on that? How did Lizzo?
Whole family, like,
Well, where'd y'all get that from? I heard it.
crazy is that she hated that when we were little. Oh my God. She used to be they called me Yitty. Oh my goodness. Like,
Who older, you or her?
she's older than me.
Okay. And then on your father's side?
No,
y'all on your
my
mother's.
mom. So
Okay.
her mom and my grandmother are sisters.
Oh, okay.
Same
Okay.
parents.
I heard her mention about your dad being proud. Is your dad?
Her dad.
Oh.
I said her dad. I said something about her.
Oh, her dad.
Her
Okay.
dad passed away. My uncle Mike, which was her mom's husband, but he was so sweet.
Yeah.
Like the relationship that her and her father, her and her parents, like they have such, the bonds are just crazy. Like
I love
they
it.
love each other.
Yeah, you can tell that somebody raised her with some humanity. That's what I can tell. And I like the genuineness of her. So what is that like being Lizzo's cousin now? I know that shit gotta be crazy. It gotta be mad crazy. By the way, she Chantelle, if I haven't mentioned, Emmy award winning
Yes.
hairstylist. She won an Emmy for the hairstyles on Lizzo's Big Girls, which I love that show. Shit, bring that damn show back. That was a really good show. I love how Lizzo was running them through it. You hear me? Put some respect on her motherfucking name, because when them people was getting up there and dancing and y'all thinking that's all it is, I love how she was running their asses through them drills.
Yes.
See, people talk shit about you and don't realize the work that goes into putting on a show. I love how she tested them at different levels to see, are you can dance, but do you got the stamina to do the other shit?
I'm a little mama, and I can't do
listen,
what they do.
girl.
I can't do either.
Exactly.
What they do.
So and that's why I'm glad she's released the weight now. I saw her on the Breakfast Club the other day, and I love how she said that. But what for you? What has that been like being her cousin? I know that shit got to be crazy.
You know what? It's awesome, because seeing her go from Melissa to Lizzo and her work get the appreciation and just the truth. She's admired by so many people, but for good reason. She really does take so much pride in what she does. Like, she really is really good at what she does.
And multi-talented.
She's definitely, her writing, those are her words. That's her playing the flute. That's her paying attention to the instruments and the different things that's on everything.
Those routines though, goddamn.
Shout out to
because even when she was like heavy, 50 pounds heavier, I was like, y'all can't have the stamina. The way she danced, and that takes a lot of fucking stamina. People don't realize. And I was like, for y'all to be talking about how big she is. So
they love talking about the stuff that they don't know nothing about.
And I know you've had to restrain yourself, because I'd be ready to cut a person talking about my family. But I know you gotta. Oh, Jesus!
You gotta pray for the people who don't have no sense. I'm sure they mamas is bigger than that.
I love it. So, what's next up for you, though? For Chantelle.
So I've really been just trying to figure out my balance between being a mom, being an entrepreneur, doing hair on sets. I just did hair for Oprah Winfrey set, the Oprah Winfrey Network. What is the name of this show? Oh God, she's gonna be so mad at me. Oh, the Never Ever Met.
Yeah. Oh my God. I just interviewed Brittany from there for season 2. Yeah, Brett. I just interviewed her last week. She was the mompreneur on the show.
Yes.
That show is a you know what?
Oh my goodness.
Jesus. So you went out to
I
Cali?
did yes, I did. I went
Oh,
to
you did?
California and I did the reunion.
Baby, that show, I'm like,
They a mess. They
a hot ass
sticking
mess.
up. I love them. They so sweet. I love
Girl.
those girls down. They are
Yeah.
so sweet.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's a good little show.
Yes.
It's interesting because how the hell I'm dating you for 4 years and we ain't seen each other?
I know.
As opposed to some of them, it's more realistic, 3-4 months. But for 4 years, come on now.
It was a real
That's sweet.
thing,
So you did the
though.
ladies on set, the cast
Yeah.
members.
Yeah, and I'm really good friends with one of the producers of the show.
Okay.
The production company that actually does it, I'm really good friends with her. So when we were talking about it, I'm like, they really no, this stuff be real. That's what y'all gotta know. They don't play. I know reality TV seem like it be fake.
But some of it, nah. Sometimes you can tell.
It's situational, definitely. But no, like the stuff that goes behind it, they don't play. Like even when I was working on set for Watch Out for the Big Girls, the way that it's strict about keeping everybody separate, keeping the cell phones away, keeping certain things in order, it's a real thing. They really want to know the reaction. It's just you don't know where that camera at. So you like, so you talking junk about somebody. You don't know there's a camera right there. You have no idea. You
And then they gonna run that back later.
They might cut me out of it, but baby, they got you talking. Yes,
I love it. Would you do a reality show?
Oh goodness. You know what? I would do one about hair. I would absolutely do one about hair. I don't
Hair by telly, for real though.
No, I don't know if I do. Like Love and Hip Hop get a little bit too real for me. I feel like me and my homegirls that have to be somebody else.
Yeah, I think so too. I'd be done punch somebody in the throat. I know I wouldn't be able to do it.
For real. And I
yeah, that
all
East
my
Side
cousins
gangster
on
come up
them.
out of me too. No.
For real. Because I can't I can't even imagine. Rashida had one time to say something about my relationship.
Girl, listen.
I love you, girl.
Oh my God. Cause bless you. Cause yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think I'd be able to do it.
No, I don't know. I don't know how I really don't know how she put up with the scrutiny of her relationship. Like how
Girl,
you in a
bless
relationship
her.
and you gotta deal with the internet. Like it's hard to balance that. I
Yes.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, Kirk, you gotta have a lot of money. I'm sorry, he ain't enough. You ain't got enough money to be that much of a fuck up. Oh, hey, the Jasmine brand is watching.
That's my
Hey, I would love to connect with y'all at some point, Jasmine brand. Let's connect. I love it.
Oh,
I love how they've been
shout
putting
out
in
to
work.
my girl. That is
I love it.
my girl, Jasmine. I love
Yes,
her now.
please definitely connect. Listen, Jasmine, I'm putting my plug in. I'm gonna ask Chantelle for your email so we can connect. Like seriously, come on now, let's do this. Yeah, I got some credentials. I ain't on no BS. I ain't just I'm a real journalist. Okay, so I'm not just an influencer.
Listen,
I don't put in the work.
She is one of the realest people that I have.
I love it.
I
We need
love
to. We
her.
need to connect then. We definitely need to connect because I love. That's why my tagline is unfiltered and unapologetic.
Oh my
Because yeah,
goodness.
we definitely.
Oh yeah, y'all would mesh perfect.
Yeah.
She
Yes, we need to
definitely a
connect,
messer.
Jasmine. We do. I love it. We'd love to have you on the show or vice versa. Listen. Yo, I'm gonna shoot my shot. It's all about who you know. Relationships are currency. So
Definitely.
I appreciate you coming on, Chantelle. We
Thank you.
finally made it work. Shit.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Oh, it's Chandra and
Yes.
sorry, her husband's name.
Plan.
Z.
Yeah,
Z. Okay. She said to tell you hi.
That's my girl. I love Chandra.
Me and her, Javon. Is that one of your
My
people?
husband.
Yes, Mrs. Mosley. I love it. Y'all been married how long?
I've been married for 11 years. December 12th.
I love
11
it.
years.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
I know that's right. Don't be mistaken, y'all. There are some people who are miserable, but it's some people who love being married. We
Oh
love
my
it here,
goodness.
okay?
We definitely
We love it here,
That's-
okay?
listen. I've been married since I was 24. I don't know if I would do it with anybody else because I be looking at some of y'all like,
Listen, never. No.
I mean,
Mm-mm. Let me stick with what I got. Dude said, did you say his name? The baby said hi. Hey, baby.
hi, dude.
They
Hi,
so cute.
Jaden. Hi, Skylar.
Girl, all of
Hi,
them look like you.
Kobe. Oh my goodness.
I be trying to
They
look
do.
like dude. Dang.
They
I
do.
was looking at Kobe. I was like, no. He looked just like her too.
He
Looking to see if
do.
I see a smidgen of the husband,
He
but
do. He look like my baby pictures.
oh
That's
my
my
gosh,
twin.
he is. All of them are.
That's I know we
Shoot,
choose.
they
I
just
know our
different
kids
phases of
choose.
you.
I know our kids choose us. Like, okay, her right there in heaven. I don't know if that really is true, but
Right? That might be
I feel like that baby went and was like, I want her as a mama. He loves me and I love that for us.
Oh,
Love him.
little too. Our babies. Listen, it's wonderful being a mother.
It
It
is.
is. It's the
It
best. It's
is.
the best. They get on your nerves, and that's why we can cuss them out. But
I
love my babies, love my
yeah.
babies. So let's end with where people can find you.
Okay.
Again, I appreciate you coming on, Chantelle. This is not goodbye. This is see you later. I want to give you your flowers for what you do, and I love how you get people together with the tutorials. Listen, Chantelle be coming with the tutorials, okay? And I'm like, damn, she ain't playing. It ain't about just slap the weave up in there.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
about is this hair healthy?
I'm so mad at the way social media is. I gotta be a whole influencer. That's why I be so happy. You know
Yeah,
what's
we
crazy?
need you, please.
All of the things that I've been posting lately, my friend has been doing. Jasmine literally come in and be like, "No, friend, we filming today. This is what we're doing," and I'd be like, you right. Okay, fine."
I
And
know
she
that's
put it
right.
together, and she been keeping me on my P's and Q's, and I'm gonna start back posting on my.
Please, because we need viable information,
We do,
not just what somebody think. Okay,
we
we need
do.
someone who actually has studied and know what they're talking about.
We do. And then
So, yeah,
I've been mommy TikToking with my daughter Betty. So funny.
she's so cute. Oh my goodness.
I've been doing that. I'm gonna have to just really put my whole heart into influencing about hair. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do it.
you really do. Like I can see a whole vision. I'm see a whole summit. Like
So lazy.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard with these babies too.
It is.
So okay, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Healthy Hair by Telly. You can also find me on TikTok, Healthy Hair by Telly. You can find me on www.bellascottbeauty.com, or you can just click the link in my bio on Instagram and book an appointment if you would like.
Yes, no walk-ins. Don't just be walking in off the
No,
street.
no
Yeah.
walk-ins.
So we're gonna wrap it up with 5 favorites.
Okay.
Okay. Favorite food.
Ooh, potatoes. Any kind of potato. French fried. Sounds so fat. Potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Any kind
With
of
some hot
potato.
sauce and ketchup. Yep.
I love
I made some
potatoes.
potatoes with some peppers and onions today, baby.
Ooh, I love peppers and
Little
onions.
rosemary on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rosemary and put me some garlic butter on.
Baby. Oof. You know
That.
what? Listen.
And greens, collard greens.
Yes. Yes.
Favorite.
With some cornbread.
Smoked turkey wings.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, I don't like when people put ham hocks in them. I like
I don't
smoked
eat pork.
Yeah, I like
I don't eat
smoked turkey wings too.
Yeah.
Favorite um favorite travel destination.
I take my kids to Disney World every single year. I
Mhm.
take my kids to Disney every year. But so that would be my favorite place to go with them. But my actual favorite place in the world, and this is probably so lame. I love, love, love LA. Hollywood is my
Mm,
favorite place. Like
I wouldn't be mad.
hands
Yeah.
down. The
That's on my I have yet to visit. People say it's not all that, but I still want to
LA,
go
oh
and
my,
see.
I love so
Mm.
I love LA. It's not necessarily LA that I love. It's Palm Springs that I love. So every time I'm in LA, I drive to Palm Springs.
That's like a
Every
suburb
Yep.
of LA. Okay.
It's like maybe 2 hours outside of LA.
Okay.
It's the desert. And you drive and you see so many mountains. You just had time to just sit and just vibe. It is so beautiful. And I've been so many places, but that's my favorite place. It's the
Mm,
place that I have the most clarity.
I love it. I want yes, Cortessa. Yes, she does. She said you look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yes, she does.
Thank you.
Okay. Favorite music artist.
I'm gonna have to say Lizzo.
I had to throw that little trick question in there.
Can I say Mary J. Blige too?
Listen. Honorable mention. Honorable mention.
Honorable mention, but if I gotta go a rapper, Easy.
Okay. And I'm talking
Detroit
about when
thing.
he was young, Jeezy, too.
All
I
of
like Jeezy, but I
all of 'em.
remember
It's a
the
Detroit
yeah,
thing, okay?
yes, for sure. Love some Jeezy. Love some Jeezy. Um, favorite accessory.
I love lip gloss. I
Mm.
love lip gloss and I love earrings.
Any specific brand of lip gloss?
I am I like my Dior lip oil, But I love a good dupe, and Elf has a good dupe.
Mm.
Mhm.
You said good dupe.
Duplicate.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, dupe.
I love
Okay.
a good dupe.
And
So
Jupe, yeah,
the Dior lip oil is like $50.
yeah, but the
40
one
something
from the beauty
dollars. But
supply.
it's you can't get it from the beauty supply. You
Okay.
got to get it from Target.
Okay.
It's $8.
Okay. It's
But
called Jupe.
no, it's a dupe.
Oh, dupe.
It's a duplicate of the Dior lip oil, but it's
Oh.
Elf. It's by Elf.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, gotcha.
No,
Yes,
I
Elf. I know
love.
that brand.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Elf's beauty products.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty solid. I've gotten
Yeah.
some of their brushes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they make good brushes.
Yeah.
But their lip oil it reminds me of the Dior lip oil. It's not gonna be the $40 one, but
It'll do.
it does exactly what it need to do. And
Okay.
they have all the shades now.
I love that. I'm gonna have to remember that. Last out of all these things you've done, from Lil Mo to Lizzo to Gabrielle Sibbity.
Gabrielle
Yes,
Cinnamon, that's my girl.
Gabrielle, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Another woman that I admire. What has been a favorite moment for you that stood out?
A favorite moment for me that stood out. I'm gonna have to say when I was able to do. Okay, so I was able to do my little cousin Sydney for the Emmys, and I was able to take
Mm,
Sydney with me for the Emmys. I'm gonna say that because that was like a moment where I literally changed her diaper and I literally
mm,
took her somewhere
wow.
that nobody else could take her.
Not
And
the,
I
not the
literally
Sydney from Big Girls.
no.
Okay,
That's I love
that's a different
listen, I
Sydney.
know it
Sydney.
sounds like I love everybody. I do, but I love Sydney Bell from that's my
Yeah,
girl.
she was one of my faves.
But no, my little cousin Sydney, I took Sydney on a set of Watch Out for the Big Girls and had her working with me. So she does literally everything with me. So one of the moments and she stresses me out. Oh my, she's my sister, but she's my cousin.
Mhm.
And I was in a room when I was standing outside the door when she was born. I'm like,
Mhm.
you didn't come into this world alone. You came
Right.
into this world with somebody waiting, like, where's she at?
Mhm.
So watching her be able to have experiences that I could only dream of
Yeah.
at such a young age,
Yeah.
she was 24 with an Emmy. Like
Yeah.
holding an Emmy, happy, like being able to do that for her
Yeah.
made me know that I was in the right spot at the right time and doing the things that I needed to do to make sure that my family was good. Because what do it mean if your family can't be there? What do it
Okay,
mean if you
exactly.
can't do nothing for them?
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Listen, that is reminding me, and we're gonna wrap it up on that. And I really appreciated having you here, Chantelle. I'm glad we were able to make it with our crazy schedules. What you just said reminded me of over the weekend, my husband and I watched Mahogany, because he had never seen Mahogany. And I'm like, oh my God, you gotta watch Mahogany. And in there, Billy D. Williams tells Diana Ross, success is nothing